Bobby Schneider here. The Huskers wrapped up a 59-7 victory over Houston Christian to go 3-0 for the second consecutive year. I'm joined by Sam Ojeda. Sam, what was your initial takeaways from Nebraska's win?
I think my main positive takeaway would be the rush defense. I mean, you look, I think they averaged 1.7 yards per carry in the first half, at least that first unit. And then the second unit, third unit, fourth unit, they kind of stumbled in the second half, but that was more inflated by the 45-yard run by Edwards, Houston Christian back. So I'd say going into Michigan, a team that put up 381 yards of rush offense against Central Michigan this week, getting that first unit to really look clean and tackle well and live rent-free in the backfield truly, I think is my biggest takeaway.
Yeah, you mentioned the black shirts. They had 3 sacks in the first half, one of which Riley Van Poppel strip sacks. Williams Nwaneri finds the end zone. I almost thought I saw Randy Gregory running in the end zone. Remind me of 2014 when I believe they played Florida Atlantic or one of those teams. I can't even remember, but
yeah, it was impressive. I mean, Williams Nwaneri just said in the press conference that his number one goal on that play was to pick up ball and get to end zone. That is exactly what he said, and that's exactly what he did. He actually laughed about how Coach Rule might kind of clown him for not tucking the ball, but he said it was because he was trying to keep his balance. But we'll see next week, or if he ever gets a chance to pick up the ball again, see if he tucks that clean with the claw grip.
yeah, and in regards to the offense, both units only played the first half, but Dylan Raiola puts up another 200 yards. Emmett Johnson, 78 rushing yards in the first half on 13 carries, but they don't want to give him too much of a workload. Yet Quentin Ives, 85 rushing yards today. I think he emerged as Nebraska's number 2 running back. I think he had a long of 20 as well and added a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I fully expect him to be, when that depth chart comes out early here this next week, I expect him to be the second string running back. I mean, over 100 yards of all-purpose offense. He blocked well as well. He was finding holes. There were a couple runs there. He probably should have went ahead and ran forward, gotten downhill, but he kind of bounced to the outside. See if he changes that up for next week. But overall, I was impressed. Hands down, number 2 guy.
Yeah, and lastly, in the first half, Dane Key finally explodes. He was double-teamed the first 2 weeks, kind of taken out of the equation. 104 yards in the first half with a long touchdown.
Yeah, I'd be almost impressed that it was only on four receptions. I mean, that's nearly 20 yards a reception. And I know he kind of had the big play last week, but to see him get open in the middle of the field and have the long touchdown, the long run after catch, even Coach Rule just mentioned in his press conference that he was really excited to see that and hopes he sees more of that from the Raiola Key connection.
Yeah, well, we're going to find out a lot more next week, so let me know what you guys think of Nebraska's performance in the comments below. Reporting from Lincoln, this is Bobby Schneider.